Guys, deluded Gooner. Now, I know I'm an Arsenal fan. We've been through this. Spurs have been very quiet in the transfer market. Poch said he would sign 4 players max. He's now just needs to find 3 others. He signed a player I rate very highly, davinson Sanchez. Now, before I get into it, I don't know what is up with Tottenham, but Holby wasn't anything to write home about. But in school, I followed him. Dyer, Dele Alli, Harry Kane was already there, but it's this weird thing. It's like the players I seem to like or pay attention to. These Spurs board members or whatever seem to go and sign them. davinson Sanchez. Now, before he even went to Ajax, he was followed by Barcelona. Why he was there in his 1 year, I think he gained a lot of plaudits. Barca should have got him even ahead of Spurs. They was allegedly following him last year. If you watch the Dutch league, I don't watch Dutch league extensively. A couple games here and there. There's no need to pretend. I mean, who wants to watch that? But if you were paying attention to Europa League, they got to the final and you were impressed with him. He's a tough tackler. He's rough around several edges, but he's 21. They've signed him on a 5 or 6 year deal, I believe. There's plenty of time to improve him. Like I said, he's aggressive, my sort of guy. He's a tough tackler. He's a leader. You saw him, despite the fact he's 21, and then he was in that young Ajax side filled with 17, 18 and similar age roles. He was captain in his first year. That shows that he's not with this Mickey Mouse stuff. That shows that he's elite. He's got elite mentality, and I really rate him a lot, man. And I really want him to, even though he plays for the scum down the lane, I really want him to develop and become a player. He's 21. I believe if he becomes the way I think he can be, and some others, he's not going to be at Spurs for a long time. I'll give it 3 years maximum. Now they've signed him for 5 or 6 year deal, so they will be in a position of strength, especially when you consider this is a smart move considering the stadium business. It's not all just because Arsenal went through a period where they couldn't spend money does not mean it's going to happen to Spurs. But if we take that approach, they've been proactive. They've signed someone with the scope to grow. If certain players, I don't know, Toby, I've spoken about how I believe he should not be at Spurs. He's what what old is he? He can't be older than 27. For some reason I think he's 24. If he's 24 to 27, if he's 24, he's got the best years ahead of him. 27, he's in the form of his life. Arguably the best defender in the Premier League. I mean, I think it's Koscielny, but either way, it's give or take. Either that, he walks into a lot of sides. Madrid's probably debatable, but other than that, what side wouldn't he walk into? The wages, etc. He should be playing for a bigger side than Spurs. And I do think you see him with Rose and etc. There is going to be a test of character and how they hold on to their players soon. Maybe not this year, but yeah. So on that basis, if Toby was to go and leave, they've got a somewhat ready-made replacement. And if we look at it from the side that young Vertonghen, I believe, is older than Toby, and he's getting on with every year, they've got a ready-made replacement to partner with Toby. That is one scary partnership, Toby and him. Now, Toby and him, that's 2 aggressive and commanding centre-halves. That's scary. They complement each other. They complement each other greatly, man. It is great. One thing I'd say as well, it just came to me, he is prone to a lot of lapses in concentration. You see that's the case with a lot of defenders, both coming through academies and coming over here. That is the one thing he's going to need to improve, because in the Prem, you take your eye off the ball for a minute, you're punished. And also, if Toby doesn't leave anytime soon or whatever, and this guy does face an initial tough period, he's a genuine third choice centre half that can push to start and really be on the shoulders of Toby and Vertonghen, because we know they're a very good partnership in the Prem, probably the best, if not one of the best. He looks over their shoulders. He gets them out of their comfort zone. Toby will probably always play, but Vertonghen is vital as well. So both of them will think, I'm not saying they don't apply 110% in every training session, but they're going to have to add more, because they think, oh, this young 21-year-old is very good. He's going to, if I take my eye off the ball and look over my shoulder for a second, I'm going to be out the side. And more so, they've a genuine third choice prospect, and that at present, he's better than Vima. Vima's nothing to write home about, in my opinion, and I believe he wasn't good enough for Spurs. Very good money. I believe they spent 40-odd million on him. When you consider that Stones, you guys know I love Stones. Go and check my videos where I praise Stones. 40 mil for this guy, 50 mil for Stones. This guy, there's arguably nothing in it in this day and age. Great buy, man. Great buy. He's young. He complements the Spurs side with the likes of Dele, who's not that old. All these other players that are not that old. He really is a big signing, man. I really like him. Back to what I said about Toby. If Toby does go where I see him, I don't know why Barca are not sniffing. They need a centre half. Munich could be in for him. All of these sort of sides really should be in for Toby, and I don't believe he's going to be at Spurs long. But this guy really is a good defender. Of course, if it doesn't go to plan for Spurs, I'm going to be happy because I'm an Arsenal fan. But I really want him to be a success. I rate him highly. I actually wanted him at Arsenal, so we just have to let this one go. We just if any Arsenal scouts or the clubs watching this, go and get Delay or whatever his name is, the guy that partnered Sanchez. I would like him as well. 17, 18. He's very composed. Reminds me of a young Mertesacker in the sense of how they try and command things and how they pass. So yeah. Anyways, I'm waffling, guys, man. He's got the scope to develop. Best years ahead of him, quite frankly. Very good signing. He's under Pochettino with a track record of improving players, full stop, more so defenders. Trippier, he improved him. Rose, he improved him. Walker, next level. You could even say Dyer to a degree, he improved him. Toby, he's always been good, but you could say he improved him. He's helped Vertonghen and things like that. So the guy, he's in the right place. Ben Davies, you could even argue, Small's improved him. So he's in the right place. It's a shame he's at Spurs, but he's in the right place. Anyways, guys, I'm waffling. Didi Guna, I'm signing out. Spurs fans, you should be excited. Just give the guy time. Let him adapt. We know in Premier League football and fans were not patient, but give the guy time. I hope he hits the ground running, but give the guy time and he could be a very good signing. You lot could be singing his name in time to come. Anyways, guys, Deluded Guna, I'm out.